Alfred North Whitehead, one of the great prophetic philosophers, who, in my opinion, was years ahead of his time.
Prozesstheologie is based on the philosophy of Alfred North Whitehead, whose major work was called Process and Reality, and so the name stuck. But it's a good name because it indicates that the basic entities of the universe are not little bits of matter or numbers, but processes which take a certain amount of time to be, perhaps a billionth of a second only, but nevertheless an event.
After coming to Harvard in 1924, he turned to metaphysics, which, as he understood the term, differed from philosophy of nature by including the human subject within the scope of that which is to be explained.
We do need to see this as one world, and we need to see the different so-called disciplines as all dealing with the same universe. The goal, finally, is to find a worldview that is adequate for all of the different human interests.
Whitehead realized that the best metaphor for nature is organisms. Nature is made of organisms, and there are organisms at all levels of complexity: electrons, atoms, molecules, cells, tissues, organs, organisms, societies of organisms, ecosystems, solar systems, galaxies. All of these are organisms, and all of them, according to Whitehead, have a mental and a physical pole.
I think you have to say that to have creatures at all is to have free creatures. That's what Whitehead means by creativity as the ultimate category. It's precisely what he means.
If human beings have a degree of genuine freedom, meaning that their behavior is not fully determined by antecedent causes, but involves an element of final causation in the sense of self-determination in the moment, then an adequate human psychology will be inconsistent with a physical cosmology that portrays causal relations at the atomic and subatomic level in a purely mechanistic way, involving nothing but efficient causation.
Process thinkers like the idea of evolution. We think things are always changing. The notion of evolution is almost inherent in the whole process vision. Process thinkers believe that God has played and does play a role in everything that happens, and certainly plays a role in the whole evolutionary development of the universe, but it's not a supernatural, it's not an interventionist role, because God is present in everything.
The divine reality is a process, so that time is real for God. So you don't have a God who is outside of time, knowing all things in one glance, but the universe is somewhat of an adventure for God as well as for us.